September 11th, 2001. It was hot because I was in Central Florida at the time, working for a TV station there, NBC affiliate in Orlando. And we were doing a story at that time, of all things, Michael Jordan's return to the NBA. He had retired a few years prior. So we were going to the Orlando Magic ticket office to talk about his return and how it would help the NBA and hence help the Orlando Magic. So I go inside to set up the interviews with our people, and I walk out, and my photographer says, he's in the truck, we have a TV in there, he says, you're going to want to see this. And he has ABC on. Peter Jennings is talking about a plane that flew into one of the Twin Towers. We're seeing this smoke pouring from a distance in the World Trade Center. And the first thought is, oh gee, some guy in some single-engine plane got lost, made a mistake, miscalculated. It's happened before on several occasions. Then as the coverage continued, as we listened to the urgency, it became more apparent that this was much more than that. We had been attacked. I looked at Elias and said, this is going to be a long day. And I called the newsroom, obviously. We didn't have Twitter, didn't have Facebook, none of that stuff. You had to make the call. So they said, get to Disney. Disney's closing down. I'm like, what? Get to Disney. It's closing down. We're under attack. I'm like, oh my God. And we're driving, and we have the audio on from the television as we're driving, and we're hearing the news about this airliner that flew into the World Trade Center and how there's another attack possibly in the nation's capital, in Washington, D.C. The sight that I remember from that day as we approached Disney, the line of cars coming out, one way, 4 lanes, all 4 lanes occupied, headlights on, as they're coming out. They're leaving one of the most popular vacation destinations in the world. And I thought to myself, oh my God, we're at war. We're under attack. So I remember the second part of that day, that morning, going into a place to use a restroom of all things and seeing the coverage at the bar, and I saw the second tower go down at that point on live television. And I couldn't believe it was happening. We're interviewing people, these people with their babies and their little kids, and they're smiling, they're tourists, they're in Florida having a great time, probably saying goodbye to their summer. And I said, do you realize that the World Trade Center was attacked today, that the Twin Towers are no longer standing? That's my question to them. And the looks that I got, nobody could believe it. I couldn't believe it. And our country has not been the same since.